the stage.
I got it.
Big round of applause, please, for this guy who's who's been living in Bellingham, hasn't been around here much. He's been doing comedy for 6 years. Big round of applause for Jimmy Sorrentino.
Okay, all right. Don't give me those welcome to the stage applause, because I know they're not sincere. Because I know that since my name is Jimmy, I'll never be able to impress any of you, no matter what I do. For example, if I were to ever crack corn, you people wouldn't even care. There are songs about it. I've heard them. Celebrations of your indifference towards me. Oh god, that's stupid. Okay, so a little bit about myself. Proud to call myself a feminist, I'm a male feminist, and that weirds some guys out when I say that, but that's okay with me, because I don't fit in with a lot of guys anyway. Like, for one thing, I don't drink. And a lot of guys hear that, they don't know what to do with that. You don't drink. I'm like, how do you get drunk? You know? That's a hard question to answer. But part of being a feminist to me means just kind of owning up to the stuff that I think that women have the edge over men in. Like one small example would be brain functionality. I'm not trying to throw guys under the bus here, but I'm a psychology master's student, and I've seen a number of studies that show that when a woman's brain is at rest, there's still as much blood flow and neuron activity as there would be in a man's brain when we're trying to solve a moderately difficult problem. Yeah. Conversely, when a man's brain is at rest, there's barely enough blood in there to keep us fucking conscious. And if we're lucky enough, neurons are firing off to remind us to breathe. It's not a comforting thought to have as a guy to know that if I'm not actively trying to solve a problem, my brain is this close from going, oh, it sounds really good right now. A coma. But what does this mean in the real world? It means that women's brains are wired. They're constantly thinking of something, analyzing everything a mile a minute. It's like, oh my god, I really like Jack, but I don't know if he likes me. I mean, I know that he likes me, but I don't know what he likes me. And what did Nancy mean? Which said that I had nice shoes. Did she mean she likes my shoes? Was it more like, nice shoes, whore? And then, for guys, it means that we can completely shut down. And this can cause some conflict, because girls don't get it, because you can't do that. Like, any girl that's had any relationship with a guy here, friendship, work, romantic, whatever, you've been sitting in a room with a guy, and it's been quiet for a little while, and then you look at him and you go, hey, what are you thinking about right now? And the guy goes, nothing. And she gets mad, right? Like, don't say nothing, you can't be thinking about nothing! Because they don't get that we are fully capable of that, ladies, and I understand that there's some jealousy involved in our ability, but try not to be jealous, because it's not like it's easy. It takes hard work and dedication to not evolve for as long as we can. And instead of getting mad when a guy says he's thinking of nothing, just be grateful for what you have in that moment. Be grateful that there was enough brain activity to stop him from quietly shitting his pants, because that is the next step in confidence. Where we're headed. But, so when a guy is not actively engaged in something, our brain is kind of like a TV channel that gets mostly static. But every once in a while, we'll catch a little clip of something, right? But it's never going to be anything insightful or mature. It's usually just going to be like, poop deck. And that's why, if you've ever seen a guy staring at nothing and then just randomly laugh, like, that's what happened. He caught something flashed on the screen, but that blip is important, alright? That blip serves a purpose. That is a random neuron firing in our brain, so it doesn't give up and fucking die on us. That is why that little blip exists. But the blip can cause problems too, because sometimes if a girl asks a guy what we're thinking, our brain goes into emergency mode. It fires off this random neuron. We get this blip. But it's never going to be anything relevant to the conversation at hand. It's never going to be insightful. So when you get that little random emergency blip, guys, please, just let it go. It's better for your relationship. You just sweep that under the rug. It's not going to help things any. And take my story as an example, all right? I was laying in bed with my girlfriend one time after a little bit of Mario Kart. And she goes, so my brain is at rest, right? And she's like, Jimmy, what are you thinking about right now? And my brain went, blip, and I went, RoboCop. Which was the wrong answer. There's a multitude of correct answers. How about how much I love you? How lucky I am to be with you? And then you said fucking RoboCop. gotta defend myself. I'm like, well, I mean, honey, he's part man, part machine. Oh, God, that's... Why wouldn't I be thinking of that after we make love? So, another thing I think that women have the advantage over men in is orgasms. Because women have different ways, different orgasms. You can describe it differently. That's awesome. I envy that. Like my girlfriend, there's been different times, like that one was like a surging river. And that one was like a comet entering the atmosphere. And I don't remember either of those, by the way. I'm not
scared of you now.
kind of quality work. But the fact remains that we can't, guys have nothing like that. If any guy's going to describe every orgasm we've ever had, it's going to be the same way every time. It's like, oh, it's kind of like one of those party poppers and you pull the string and it shoots confetti. It's just pop, ooh, ah, and clean up the mess. That's every orgasm for us. Actually, speaking of sexual things, did you know one of the earliest documented forms of contraception was found in France, man? They used to use lemons. They would cut the lemon in half, the shape acted as a diaphragm, the citric acid acted as a spermicide. Now, I think that's kind of ingenious, but more than that, I gotta give it to the French. That is a positive outlook to have on life. I mean, when life gives you lemons. Sex with the lemons, man. The best option I've ever heard. I'll drink water. I don't do lemonade, I'm having sex with lemons. I took a road trip through Oregon last summer. I'd never driven through Oregon before. And I had to stop and get gas. I get out of my car, swipe my card, and start pumping the gas, right? This attendant comes running out of the station. He's like, no, you can't. He gets this worried look on his face like I'm juggling flaming puppies or something, right? I'm like, I do this at the gas station? He's safe, oh, got it. But he's like, no, you can't do that. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal to pump your own gas in Oregon. I didn't know that. Right, but I'm a warrior, so when he says this to me, I immediately get a bad place in my head. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail for this. It's not badass at all. It's really scary. So many people are like, I killed my own grandmother with an ice pick. What did you do? And I was like, what did I do? I was in Oregon, and I pumped my own gas. So you better not fuck with me. But I didn't go to jail, because I'm white, and but I didn't go to jail, so I told my cousin who lives in New Jersey, we also can't pump your own gas, and I was like, I told her the story, she's like, I don't even know if I know how to pump my own gas, and I was like, really? How do you not know how to pump your own gas? Because if you know how to have sex, you know how to pump gas, because it is the same 3-step process, right? First, you pay money, then you squeeze everything out of the nozzle, then you get in your car and drive away. That's it. Maybe it's different for you, I don't know. I'm going to leave you with this little one. When I first started my undergraduate program, first assignment I ever had to turn in college was a 1,000-word essay. But I just turned in a picture. Because I'd been led to believe they were of similar value. Turns out a picture's not worth 1,000 words. A picture's worth 1 letter, and that's F. Thank you very much, Jimmy Sorrentino. Keep it going for Jimmy Sorrentino. We're going to keep it going real quick now.